Well, Julie, where are we?
We're off on another mine hunting expedition.
Yes, we are. We're on a rough old rocky road. Well, we have reached the site of an old mine, an old gold mine. I see a shaft in front of us. I see a steel head frame and a ladder up that way. A rock wall. Some sort of a building. Let's go a little closer, see what we find. Well, I'm inside of this building. Very windy. Looks like it's some kind of a mill. It's on a hillside like mills usually are. Looks like there's some kind of a circular mill structure down here. I can't quite see it. This is looking up. There's a ladder and a stairway going up here. Let's take a little hike over here. There's something going on. It may just be an explosives bunker or magazine, if you like. Fun following these old miners' trails. Thinking about the old guys wandering around up here, scratching out a living or not. Yeah, watch out. This is looking back towards that little mill site. Okay, let's go in and see what we find. It looks like it takes the left right away.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Okay, we're following the tracks. Looks like there's an intersection here. The tracks curve to the right. There's a little side cut here. That goes up to a shaft, I believe, that goes up top. Alright, let's follow the tracks. Regular steel track. Versus strap track. That's the way the tracks went. That looks like it goes down quite a ways. Let's go this way. What you think? It's got a big step in it, so it probably wasn't a main haulage way. This is down at quite an angle. There's a little wood floor up here. Maybe it was an ore pass. Yeah, it looks like it was. There's some more timbering higher up. So this is just a little blocker for the ore pass. This looks like it's backfilled. Careful what you're walking over now. Plate steel on the ground. Some big planks. A curve in the tracks. Looks like there's a little cart here, or a car here of some sort. A little homemade ore car made from a wheelbarrow and some rims off of a small, something like a lawnmower or something. A table, a junction. This goes to the right. It goes a little ways. This goes to the left, and that goes a little ways. So this is a little homemade ore car they had out of a wheelbarrow and some wheels without tires on them, very small, like 4 or 5 inch wheels. Pretty primitive, but it probably works better in the day. Okay, let's take the right here at the junction and we'll see what we find. Here's a big contact zone on there. What they were following here with this drift. This is a gold mine. Some light timbering in here, kind of neat. Tracks are still going along with us. It's narrowing down. Are we down the shaft?
Yeah, this is the shaft.
Okay. So this is a shaft that goes up to the top of the mill. And I was looking at the ladder from the top and I was thinking about climbing it, but it didn't look very good and it's so narrow. So I'm glad I didn't climb it because here I am at the bottom and we just walked right in. So this vein just pinches out right here. Let's go the other way and see what we see. Okay, here we are back to the wheelbarrow. And there was a light fixture, or there is a light fixture up here. We must have had a generator somewhere. Here's a track switch. And let's follow Julie. A little warmer over this way.
Yeah.
Windy on that other one. The wind's coming down that shaft. There's still the track in here also, and there's air and water lines. I like these little mines like this. Little old ones, they jammed up everything they could in there to use for wedging and bracing. Whatever they had. You can see the vein here. To the left of it anyway. There's a piece of square drill steel, that's older. The new stuff is more octagonal or instead of square. Oh, now it's getting warm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a neat little rift, isn't it?
Narrow.
Yeah, they didn't take out any more than they had to. Careful what you're walking on now.
Yeah, this. I'm not sure what to walk on. Okay, Megan.
It goes on, but it does get quite narrow.
Ladder.
Yeah, I think this ladder just goes up to maybe a little slope up above us. Okay, here we are. There's a little ladder. Goes up into a small slope up here. That's looking straight up. There's a scaffold here right to my left. And it comes into this type of mineral that has a lot of iron, it looks like, in it with that dark red. And there's another slope up this way. And the drift continues this way, although it's getting quite narrow. And it's going to get even narrower up ahead here. Let's see if we can find the end of it. There's some carbide graffiti. I can't exactly read it, I'm so close to it.
You can see the pick marks here. Inside.
Okay, I'll look at my way back. There's some more graffiti too. So this is the end of it. This looks like it's part of a mill. I don't know exactly what you call it, like a roller mill, where that round surface would be where the crushing occurs, and there must be something that rolls around in there on the ore. Not exactly sure that works. I've seen them before though. Let's continue down the wash, see what we find. Here's some water pipe coming out of the wash. So here we have a 4-cylinder air-cooled engine, and I think this is what the clutch came off of that we saw just a minute ago, probably the alternator too. There's a fan for it, the cooling fan, and here's the underside. This would be the oil pan, and here's your bell housing, I guess. Here's probably the throttle control. Stationary engine. Kind of neat. I'm not exactly sure what happened over here. It looks like something came off the edge of the cliff up here. It's fairly straight up. That mill is right above me here. But there are some large steel parts. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Looks like some series of rollers and things like that. Big jumble of steel, wood, and parts. So here's the actual ore crushing piece of this mill. It's a circular mill of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what you call them, but you can see this hump inside here. It's really windy too, by the way. The piece that we saw down below was like this, only a much smaller version. And so that's the mill. Here's the scupper, the output.